God, I'm shaking.
I'm ready.
All right.
I'm ready.
Let's go. We'll start with number 5.
Mm-hmm.
I had to do 2 for 2 different reasons. Number 5, I got Starsky and Hutch because that was a small role, but Snoop stole the show. I think he dressed himself.
That's the one with Ben Stiller.
Ben Stiller and the nose that looked like a.
I seen that. I seen that at the Boys and Girls Club.
That's where I saw it too.
That wasn't that bad of a movie.
Well, that was just because Snoop stole the show, and then I got Dolomite is my name.
Huggy Bear.
And I got Dolomite is my name because that's one of the movies.
One?
No, that's my 5 for 2 different reasons. I put 2 in my top 5.
Oh, yeah.
Just because
you have 10 movies.
Because they're both small. No, because they're both small roles, so I kind of put them together. That one because Snoop stole the show, and this one because Snoop was in a new movie.
Together to make a full on.
Yeah.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
So it's like doing 2 features.
I'll allow it. I'll accept that.
So I did Dolomite as my name because that was you had so many classic people in there, and it came out the last couple years. So I was like, let's throw that in there. Just to show where Snoop has been, just like his music. It's generational. It's yeah. So yeah, I got those in my number 5. What you got?
Okay, so much like yours, how you had to kind of collab them to make it a longer feature.
Oh, you're copying me?
No, at all, not at all. I chose Romeo Must Die as my 5th one, as the not the strongest one for me,
but
primarily.
It deserves to be on the list though.
Yeah, it deserves to be on the list because X is in it. It's not a primarily X movie. It was really a debut for Aaliyah, who I love, and it was dope because it had the 2 things I love, which is black people and kung fu. So it was a win for me there, but it wasn't enough X for it to be considered a classic X. But it was a classic film in the merge of kung fu and hip hop and bringing my baby Aaliyah once again.
They need another kung fu hip hop movie. That'd be dope.
That would be.
All right. So
I think Chris Brown's working on something. He's the closest thing after seeing that Fine China video.
Well,
he's the closest
we've seen him put hands on somebody, so we know he got.
And he loved Karuki, so he loves. So
he'd be dope, and he could do his own stunts. He's like the black Jackie Chan.
Yeah.
Chan.
Yeah.
So. All right, so you start off. Okay, so realistically, who do you think won that round? If you had to say. Between that, like, be honest.
I'll give him to you only off of the because I didn't really like Starsky and Hutch, but I'm gonna give it to you on the Dolomite alone.
Well, ain't this a bitch? Because I was gonna give it to you because Romeo Must Die. That was like you said. That was a great correlation of everything.
But to be honest with you, Romeo Must Die I haven't watched that as much as I've watched the other films, so that's the reason why it fell short. I think his name was Silky or Filky or something like that. I feel like they used him for the soundtrack and for a quick little boom boom.
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with that. Yeah. All right, so that's a draw.
That's a draw. I get out of the draw. All
right, so you want to start off your round 4? Who you got? Yeah,
so I'll do round 4. I'm doing one Justice because Romeo Must Die was good with Jet Li and DMX. I thought I'd run it back and give Cradle to the Grave a chance. That's
that
4.
was dope. Okay.
Just because it gave them their chance to get their acting on again, they kung fu in action. The plot in that one I liked, but more than anything, the villain who played one of the guys in I don't know if you've seen Cradle to the Grave or have you seen Double Dragon the movie?
Yeah, I've seen Double
Dragon. The live
action
movie.
Yeah.
The Asian dude with the big eyes. He's also in John Wick 3. I forgot his name, but he's dope.
Was he in the Dark Knight? Is he in all the Christopher? Is he in the Christopher Nolan movies too?
Is he in the Dark Knight?
Does he play?
No, because I know you're thinking again.
But
he's like Filipino or something.
Something
he's
like
the
that.
main bad guy, and so the kung fu breakout scenes that happen in there is just dope as fuck. And I have my man Anthony Anderson in there, and what's his name? He used to be married to Roseanne. What's his name?
No, that's Exit Wounds.
No. Yeah, my bad. Not Exit Wounds. Gabrielle Union was in Cradle to the Grave.
Yeah.
But I didn't mean to jump
Meanwhile,
ahead, but
like,
you see what's coming next. Gabrielle Union got her little fighting on too.
All right, so my number 4, the reason why I picked this one because I feel like this was like a stamp in time. Does the movie age that well? I might even put it kind of like in the Soul Plane, which Snoop was in too. Kind of like it was a good time stamp, and might not be the best movie, but you had a lot of heavy hitters in there, and that's The Wash. Yeah, Snoop, Dre, crazy ass Eminem, that shit. That shit was funny. Snoop was shit. Eminem was in there acting crazy
Oh my god.
Like a Trump supporter. It was good.
I
Like that was
forgot
right.
about the Waz. That's not only is that cut you in a certain point of time, which is early 2000s, late 90s, but also a feel. It's a remake.
It
I don't
is.
know if you know, not to put extra. It was a remake, but it's that you hit me. I did not think it was coming with the Wash.
I didn't
even think of the Wash.
I did a Hollywood tour, which I thought of you when I was doing the tour because the bus driver was like, you could do that. But I would love for us to do a Hollywood tour, like us actually be the people. But anyways, we drove past where they filmed the original Wash. We drove past that.
Oh, yeah, did?
Yeah. So, but yeah, I got and again that was the early 2000. That was like when the West Coast ended its reign, and then it came back again a couple years later with the game. That was just a nice moment.
That was still before the game. That was just when 50 was coming on. M had just let 50.
And then it swung back to the East Coast again with 50, and then game. So that was just a nice wrinkle in time.
Man, that was good.
All right, so who do you got that round?
So I'm gonna give it to. You can't throw the Wash in there. Cause I'm gonna always go comedy over action. I'm a comedy dude. I love comedy. I'm gonna go comedy over action.
I like comedies even when they suck because I could see where they could have went. Like,
I figured you was gonna go.
That might be on my list.
Okay.
My list.
No,
so
okay, that was good. I'll give you.
So right now we got draw. Are you gonna give that to me?
And then I'm gonna go ahead and give the 4. Is that 4?
That's 4. Yeah.
It'll be 4 to you for the Wash.
So it's 0, draw 1.
0, draw 1.
Okay. So do I start round 3?
Yes.
All right. This is one rightfully.
This is getting good.
I gotta admit I've only seen it once and I saw it on TV, but I tried giving it a watch again, but I just wasn't in the mood. But I know the cultural impact it had, and I also have a sub question I want to ask you about this. Okay.
You can't get extra information.
I got lost as I was saying the question, but it's Bones is my number 3 pick.
Jimmy Bones.
The reason I picked this is just so I could ask you this question: who are your top 3 black vampires?
Oh, my top 3 black vampires.
Yes.
Right off top, it goes Vampire in Brooklyn, Eddie Murphy.
Right.
Right. That's right off tops.
Who else you got? Who's number 1?
Then I'm going to go Julius Jones, also in Vampire in Brooklyn. He's the one at the end that transforms, which if they ever remake that movie or continue it, they can due to that fact. Like Julius Jones, who was played by...
or you remake it, and then you end it the same so you could keep going, like have like a trilogy or a universe.
I'm trying to think. Idris Elba just seems like a good cast for that. I keep seeing him as a vampire, but no, it's not him.
I had that, yeah.
And I also like Jimmy Bones.
So is that your 3?
Wait, no.
You had Aaliyah, Queen of the Damned.
Yeah, that was.
Sanaa Lathan was a crazy bitch vampire, and she.
Sanaa Lathan was a good vampire. Oh no, and Wesley Snipes, Blade. The fuck.
All right, so what are your 3? Because that was kind of we named a lot.
So
top
Blade,
3. Blade. What's he at? What's Blade? Number 1?
Blade's number 1.
Blade number 1.
Vampire in Brooklyn 2.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna have to go. Jimmy Bones is my 3rd. Nah, he ain't my 3rd. I'm still gonna have to go with Julius Jones.
There you go.
Even though we don't see him do his work, we know what he can do.
I know I didn't say much about it, but I think that's just an iconic role for Snoop, so I picked Bones.
That's a good horror.
That's my number 3.
I didn't know you was throwing horror in the mix, man.
Look at the wrists. I'm mixing it all up.
Exit Wounds, man. I'm going Exit Wounds.
It's one of my favorites.
Steven Seagal with his kickless kung fu karate having ass. Steven Seagal, Anthony Anderson, a blast. For an action comedy movie. Also got my guy doing kung fu, Michael J. White, as the bad guy.
God damn, yeah.
First off, it's about corruption, police, lot of bullshit.
You can play that nowadays,
Steven Seagal was a little way too handsome. Like, he was known for being way too aggressive and physical, kind of showing how cops are today. Like, they do too much. Yeah. But in this mindset, that's how he's conditioned. He goes to another precinct, finds out there's corruptness going on, and him not being a no-nonsense type dude, so I'm going to figure this shit out. And he got him way over his league, teamed up with X,
God.
hit us with a banger, and it's hilarious all the way through. It's a great blockbuster. The watchability on it, the playback on it is great, because it's Steven Seagal being way too serious in a out-of-this-world circumstance. and but like rooted in like real situations. Like
they can remake that today, even though I don't think they have to. But it was funny, action packed. My favorite DMX.
Yeah, we got like our black Jason Bourne in that one. Like that one. That was my favorite. Seeing him do that character opposed to the dark man that we know.
I used to watch it all of the time, and I used to love where DMX lived. He had that closet full of Pelly Pella jacket. He had all them suits, man. And he had my favorite scene. One of my favorite scenes is when he goes to buy the Lambo.
Yeah, the dude's like, you can't. That's cosmic.
Turn that shit off.
And then dude tries to play him like you can't get it. He goes, I'll take it.
And he talks to the white boy. Yep. Make sure he gets the.
He said, "What's your name?" Make sure he gets the tip. White dude was like, all right. But yeah, man, so that's my third one. I'm going with Exit Wounds.
And again, I know I said this last podcast, but I had the VHS, and at the end it played Ain't No Sunshine.
Yeah.
I used to play that shit all the time. So
that was also in the trailer music.
It was a dope. It was one of my not just favorite DMX movies. It's one of my action movies that probably top 15, top 10. Maybe.
Yeah, it's up there for me. But
so who you got? So out of that round, since you answered first last time, I'm gonna give that to you because Exit Wounds is one of my favorite movies.
Exit Wounds is dope. Okay, I ain't gonna argue with you.
So we got a draw.
Although I do like Bones, I do like Bones. The excitement I get just saying Exit Wounds over Bones is why Exit Wounds for me is gonna take it.
That's like when DMX in the versus battle, he just came with that one. You can't deny it.
Can't deny it.
Like
man.
Snoop had great ones too. DMX. That's why this is a good little clash. But like Exit Wounds, personally, I love that movie. I lived off that movie. I watched it once a week. I watched that, and then when I used to give this motherfucker my Rush Hour 2 and he never returned it, those are my two VHSs I'd watch. I watched Rush Hour 2 and Exit Wounds. All right, so 1-1. It's 1-1-1.
Now
going into
and it was draw 1-1. It's 1-0.
3 ones.
Yeah, it's all ones.
Out of round 3.
That's a lucky number. All ones.
So you start us off for round 2. Yeah, who you got?
I'm going with the classic for the hood. Belly, baby.
Oh, shit.
Buns.
I got my number 2.
Buns. I really don't need to say much, but to the people that don't really know like hood classic movies, Belly is one of those ones. Came out like in the late 90s, 98. Directed by a prestigious music video director who decided to dabble into the film world. Was it Benny Boom?
Was it Benny Boom?
Hype Williams. I think it was Hype Williams. Benny Boom did
Soul Plane. No, that was
Next Day Air.
Next Day Air.
Yeah. So Hype Williams, who when I went to film school, this is the guy I kind of looked at, and I kind of liked his whole aesthetic of filming. And Belly, although it wasn't critically a great movie, in the hood it was considered a straight classic. It has everything you need. It has the gritty. First off, it's gritty as hell. The title is Belly. It kind of plays it. It's a double entendre, as in we're living in hell, the belly of the beast. And also birth, like you get pregnant, a fetus. We're all babies trying to figure out where to go in this life, and this is kind of where Nas's character kind of comes to play, as well as X's character.
Triple entendre, Belly trying to eat. Got to get out there and work.
Yeah, it's so many layers. The visuals on it is dope. The way they play with the blue lighting.
I think that's thanks to the music videos too.
The blue lighting, the purple lighting, the nice color tones. People hate it. I love the way it was lit to black skin. I thought that was great. I think Hype Williams understands black skin and understands great lighting. But for performance is what we expect from X. It's gutter, it's grimy. You got Method Man, you got X, you got the Jamaican bomba clot dude.
The original
rather than just going to the basic Scarface where he just goes with the Colombians or the Cubans, this dude goes to Jamaica. There's a whole ring going on in this dude Jamaica. He's seeing shit.
Dude with the feathers, that was a dope shot. Just like when even though it wasn't a main part of the story.
It's a culture shock. Like I didn't. It's dope. I'm like diehard West Coast. Like I didn't know shit about the East Coast. There ain't too many Jamaicans out here. You know what I mean? At least not in my vicinity. So to see how there were so many Jamaicans in, it made me see. There wasn't but 2 other movies that made me see New York in that way. That was Ninja Turtles, the first movie, and Belly.
Ninja Turtles.
Belly, I got to see New York.
Secret of the Ooze is one of my favorite movies. When they eat the pizza in the beginning. Oh. That's one of my favorite movies. But yeah, Belly was dope. The beginning of that was a fucking music video.
Yes.
However you want it. Yeah. And that shit. That
Black
shit.
Light, that
and,
shit inspired like 20 music videos.
No, I was gonna say that and one of the Fat Joe music videos so much more. Maybe want to get the motherfucking
the strip club scene was the dope.
Glow in the dark. That shit made me want to get the glow in the dark. What's it called? Contacts.
Yeah.
That shit was
like
dope.
Styles P and all that shit.
I get high.
Yeah, man, that shit.
Another shout out to
Belly's my number 2.
Damn,
You're probably wondering why number 2. Just wait.
Okay, so this was not Snoop's biggest role in it. This is a feature, but this film that I'm gonna name got somebody an Oscar.
Don't you dare go to it. Put me in the backseat with him, and I'll
bet I'll whoop his ass. So my number 2 is Quacherayo is Training Day.
God damn.
And the reason why I picked that's one of my favorite all-time movies. When I gave
Where's the bitch? Get the bitch.
When my daughter was born, I actually left that in the DVD player at the hospital. So the hospital got my Training Day DVD.
I remember they used to call you Jack Hoyt.
Officer Hoyt. But no, that was I was like, okay. Nobody ever called me that. I wasn't gonna play with it, but no. Training Day. Snoop had the Sean John velour suit, which I wanted too. Yeah. You know, he was in a wheelchair. You got Denzel speaking Japan.
Both have the same kneecaps.
You got a call back to kneecaps before. You got the Jungle in there. Where you have fucking Terry Crews is in that shit too with his wrinkled ass head. Flipping pigeons.
I still don't think that's Terry Crews on that shot. You keep telling me. On that shot, that's not Terry, I don't think.
Well, they both got fucked up heads. So.
Oh, I mean, muscle bound.
The heads look like, you remember that movie Leatherhead with John, what's his name?
Not Leatherhead.
From Ocean's 11. What is it? George Clooney. Remember they had the old school football helmets? That's what that shit look like.
It kind of looks like, you know, when the Men in Black is about to rip his skin off because he's about to turn to that bug. Men in Black, that little meaty shit that comes right there.
Well, he had stretch marks. I don't know if that was stretch marks or remember the producers we met with the Crunch Bar heads.
Oh man,
that's for another story. But yeah, my number 2.
Can't talk about
the good thing about that.
You have to read their hair design.
Yeah, that shit was
all
it was like real
bumps everywhere.
But yeah, I got that because that was just an all-time classic. Even though it took Denzel being a bad guy to get an Oscar win. It was a dope. That was another dope time. That 2000s in history.
Early 2000s.
Macy Gray was in that.
That was David Ayer's debut, wasn't it? David Ayer.
I don't know if it was his debut, but that was one of his doper.
I mean, David S. Goyer, the writer.
Who was the director?
David Ayer.
David Ayer.
David Ayer.
But
let's go. It was one of the directors.
Blast them fools, Macy Gray. That should have me weak. Yeah. But yeah, that was my number 2 is Training Day, and. Welcome back, and yeah, so that's my number 2. So honestly,
Training Day, you can't put one of the best movies for Denzel up against a primary. Like this is a DMX movie.
You can in the movie, you can do whatever you want. You think DMX played a
in that case, I'm gonna use DMX's soundtrack. X gonna give it to you for Deadpool. Like that's not fair. No, I'm just
you can't be.
I'm just mad because Training Day is a favorite of mine.
Like, you gotta be strategic.
You know what I mean? So I can't choose against. I can't go against Training Day because it's Belly and Training Day. Me being from the West Coast, I already went against the West Coast by not choosing Snoop.
You can make it a draw too. Ain't no one. You can also say
okay. Then it's gonna have to be a draw. I can't fix my lips to say Training Day.
There's too many dope things.
I can't do it.
Old girl from A Bronx Tale, getting just tore up by X. You see that boomer tattoo. And then in Training Day, you got Eva Mendes.
And you got T-Boz in Belly.
Yeah, well, hold on. We're not gonna overtalk Eva Mendes with a little Chihuahua pussy print. When she was naked on the bed.
You see the pussy in the little.
Yeah, that looked like a Logan, a Wolverine cyber. So
you could watch anything you like.
So
whatever you want.
So we're giving it a draw.
Draw. Man.
Yeah, I can do a draw. All right.
So wait. Before we go to the final one, we got a draw. You took it.
2 draw. Okay, yeah, draw.
Yeah, draw. You took it. I took it. Draw.
Another draw. Oh, we did this pretty good. All right, so. You start out your number 1.
No, because I just
I just ended. I just got done talking about Training Day. So
yeah.
Oh shit, damn, yeah.
You're right. You, brother.
All right, my number 1.
He said mine's gonna be so profound. Go, mother.
Okay, you ready? My number 1 is the most viewed movie in the world ever. It's probably on BET right now. That is Baby Motherfucking Boy.
Motherfucking Jody.
Well, fuck your fort. And if I have to explain to you what the fuck Baby Boy is, then just turn on the TV. You can watch that shit. The reason why I picked this, again.
Damn, this nigga chose Baby Boy.
Another early 2000 movie. A good concept. Shot dope. And another
one of my
time
favorite movies.
stamp.
Everybody used to compare me to Tyrese back in the day. So I used to love it because bitches loved it.
There you go. Bitches
you know
love
what
it.
I mean?
And at the end of the day.
Who doesn't like a West Coast tragedy?
So that's mine. I ain't gotta say much because I already know. I don't think X.
Now that may be one of the most like viewed movies for the culture, but as far as best acting performance, giving you a whole different, giving you
You're saying a whole lot. You're saying a whole lot.
Giving you DMX.
That's not a good.
DMX at the essence, but also giving you a super fly feel with the different film noir dark twist. Is DMX's Never Die Alone, David Arquette, Michael Ealy.
That's a dope movie, but
a dope movie. No, that's why that's my. As far as this is my top 5. People probably gonna be like, why? How does that movie?
That would have been a good 3 pick.
How's that gonna be? Because I love DMX's performance and Never Die Alone. I got the 2 kung fu.
We're not doing Oscars, mother. We're just doing the movies.
But my top 5.
Okay.
My top 5. So it's by performance.
Top 5 Grand Champ.
I knew
DMX
Rough
album.
Riders X, so kind of getting rugged and karate-ish. For one, like I said, I like karate. That's a given. We've seen that multiple times with his performance throughout movies. So, okay, we get him as an action star. He's kind of getting typecasted. But to turn that shit right back around and turn to a crazy drug kingpin monster...
That shit was dope.
And you don't know none of this from the jump. It's like a full-on noir. It starts out with David Arquette just seeing somebody get killed and him trying to help somebody. And he thinks he's helping somebody. He comes across these tapes, and these tapes tell you the full story and the inside scoop of what it's like to be a drug dealer. This game, how gritty it is, all through audio. So
that's better than Baby Boy.
That story was different to me.
Is it better? It was a long pause. Is it better than Baby Boy? You're on trial.
What do you mean?
You have your hand on the Bible.
Which one would I watch more?
You got to pick one. That or Baby Boy. Which one's winning it? You have to pick. Be honest.
Like if I had to choose between Baby Boy
and
Never Die Alone,
yes.
And if I choose one, the other one I can never watch.
It's gone forever.
It never existed.
It never existed.
So what you're trying to ask me is, could we have done without Never Die Alone? Is what you're trying to ask me?
I know the answer to that. We could have done without. Was it dope to see? Yes, but I want to hear what you got to say.
We didn't need Baby Boy. We didn't need it.
We
happened to stumble upon
BET needs baby. BBT.
We happened to stumble upon greatness. It was meant to be for Pac in the first place.
But we still needed it because BET run that shit. That all them ads they get in between it. You know I want it. Just say.
Baby Boy, come on, man.
Ding ding ding.